So the first few years when I teach this course, I don't have annotated PDF. I don't have that extensive theory that you see in the beginning of every experiment, right? Did you pay attention? I put a lot of explanation, right? But I shouldn't. I mean, this is just a lab, so when you come to the course, right, to the class, I just tell you, hey, you know, you have to, for example, design this or design that, and you should be able to do that. By the knowledge that you get from the digital circuit course. But because I realized that when I give the experiment to students, they are not able. It's like there are a lot of sometimes mismatches between what is being taught there versus what the lab is about. Actually, there is no mismatch, but for example, maybe sometimes instructors, I think for example, for this semester, the instructor doesn't teach you very well. Does he? Does he teach you very well? This is a question I'm asking you. Is
like
your
the code?
Yeah, the course, the main course.
No.
Yeah, that's, for example, a problem.
In DLD or DLD?
DLD, not the.
Does not have the code.
Yeah.
Just
So
the concept.
yeah, that's the problem. Actually, he should teach you some coding. Okay, he should. So, payback, git, AU. But it's okay. I'm going to tell you why it's okay. I'll tell you. DLD now. Now we are in week number 9. Yeah, here we are. So you see, for example, this is week number 9. I uploaded this in AULMS, right? And as you see, I have theory. Before we conduct the experiment, that's the reason that I have the theory here. You see? Theory, and then I try to explain. And here, for example, I explain how to code. In this case, how to generate clock. Why? Because of this problem that I faced in several years ago, that sometimes the main course supposed to teach you very like actually, but they don't. So instead of them teaching you, don't worry, I teach you. Okay. The things that you need to know in order to conduct the lab, I teach you. That's why. But the problem is that then you have to understand, then that's why we cannot finish it within 3 hours, you see? Because I spend like 1 hour and a half to explain and give you the theory, right? Okay, so what did we do in last 2 weeks? First, we learned about 7 segments, okay? Which is a device like this that we can show the numbers. We learned that for working with the 7 segment, we need a driver. We call it 7 segment driver. This driver has an input of 4 bits, and the output is connected to this 7 segment, 7 bits. Then the DP, this is the DP, right, can be controlled directly. So 1 bit for the DP. Okay. So this one is BC. We learn about this. Then we also learn that when, for example, we have now 4 7 segments, okay, then we cannot have 4 7 segment driver. Yes.
Someone requests for you to
Get online?
Yeah.
Oh, team. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I understand because we have the flood here, so maybe some people cannot get into the campus. Mm-hmm. This is CE 2 This one? Is it this one? No. Is this one? Okay. Join. Why is not joining? Tell him that we, or her, that we are trying to join, but it's not, we are not able. Wait a few minutes, okay? It's trying to connect. Oh, Cabby can't upload this video, right? Thank you, whoever you are. Cabby, you did your, okay, thank you. Let me try again. Do I have internet? I do. That's why I can be online, right? I'm online. Sign out. Sign out. And sign in. It's working, so we have no internet connection problem. So let's try again. Meet. Join. Okay, tell him now that we have a room in Microsoft Teams associated to this course. Let's start recording. He or she can come. Okay, and join us online. Because now we have a flood, right? We have a flood there. And a lot of actually other parts of Bangkok and suburbs of Bangkok, they have flood. Maybe they cannot actually travel. Serious flood, okay? So we have to be understanding. Understand. So if students who are online, please let me know your name. Those who are affected by flood, nobody's online. Maybe they will come later. Okay, don't worry. Okay. So later we realized that okay, if we want to have 4 7 segments, then we actually have to put a for each one of those 7 segments, put a 7-segment driver. But then, as you see, we use 7 wires. And if we want to do that, we have to multiply this by 4, including DP. So it becomes 8 times 4, 32 wires, and that's too much. And that's why the week after that, we learned the multiplexing of the 7 segments. Okay, multiplexing of 4 7 segments. Okay, that's what we did previous week, and you still have time to submit the report of the previous week until 4:30 p.m. today, and you should show me the picture. Take a photo of that 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Numbers on the CPLD, and that's the proof, plus the report, right? The simulation, source code, everything, plus that picture, which is the proof that you actually did this lab. Okay? All right. Now, for today, what do we have? Now, we have enough knowledge to actually design digital clocks. Okay, what do I mean by digital clock? Digital clock, okay? Something like this. Today we are going to learn to design this, okay? And now, after you learn it, you can see that, oh, it's so easy actually to produce a product like this, okay? Now, if I go to Lazada, right? Lazada is an online shopping website or platform. You see, people still sell this, right? But this is like, it has a lot of options and very good looking, okay? How to go back? There is no back out here. Or, yeah, look at this one. Okay, so How much is it? Only, this is actually cheap, 61 baht, you can get this. Okay, 61 baht. Alright. But the point here for today, right, after we learn this is that I want you to improve your confidence, self-confidence. So after you get your degree, you can actually open up your own factory, become a manufacturer. Okay. Now, maybe you cannot produce something like this because you see the price now is only 61 baht, which is very hard to compete. But then you get the idea, you can switch to other products, or maybe even this one, even a digital plug that today you are going to learn. You can actually do it, okay? And to make you feel a little bit better about being a factory owner, you see, it's nothing, it's just you have to rent a warehouse in the beginning, okay? Maybe you don't have the money to buy it, okay? Let's say Bangor area. You just Google for this, right? And here, DLD property, warehouse. Now, you see, you don't need something big like this, but let's say if this is actually huge. This one is also huge, rent warehouse, you see? But can you see the price? Only 90,000 baht per month. Or this one, this is actually huge, only 67. Can you see? It's very huge, okay? 1,800 per month. But if you search, yeah, look at that. This one is only 54,000 baht. Let's go here, okay? So we call it industrial, is it? It's not a warehouse, is it? No. Oh, it is. Look at that. Here it is. Okay. So if you want to rent this place, you see it has an office. It has office, right? Office, right? Can you see the offices? And behind it, I think I'm not sure. So you see you have your office, and behind now you have we call it warehouse, right? A very big place that is covered, so the rain, the smell, and the outside weather will not have an effect. And then what you do here, you put your machinery, your factory line here, you design it, and it becomes a factory. Simple as that. You can even rent. I just showed you, right? For real. This website is for real. 54,000 baht per month. And you have to have some capital to buy those equipment, okay? And put it there, and then produce. Let's start to produce, and then you have to have hire marketing personnel to go out and sell, find customer for you, right? Find customer for you, and then you actually can produce, become a producer, which is very important. And engineers like you are able to do this, to become manufacturer, producer, and if you go through that road, you not only make yourself rich, but you help the country that you belong to. Because there is a difference between consumer society and producer society, right? Consumer is the one that only spend money and they consume. But a producer society, they produce things from the raw materials. Let's say you actually can produce this, okay, and become a producer. You help yourself, you help other people, you hire other people, right? You produce job. And if you become a job creator, new student, can you tell me your name? Hello. You just came. What row number? Second one? Okay. And do we have online students joining us or not? Yeah, Ponseri. Okay. Ponseri, I understand maybe you are affected by flood because we have flood everywhere. I understand. Okay. So Ponseri, pay attention. carefully, but there are some stuff that you have to be actually here. Okay, later come and make it up. All right. So it's important for people like you, engineers, to realize that you are actually the foundation of the society. Means you, after you get your degree, are responsible because you are you have the potential, so you become responsible to create jobs, hire other people, okay? Hire other people, create jobs, and when you do this, I guarantee, the moment that you decide to become a factory owner, you go to the bank will give you money, the government will give you money, everybody will help you, everybody. From your parents, your family, all the people in your family, right, that don't even lend you 1,000 back. When you become factory owner, actually they invest in your factory. They say, wow, this guy actually doing something great and you are going to help him. And they put the capital money in your firm. And then you hire other people, you help them, right? You help them. But here, let's say, the product that you want to create is a digital clock, okay? Now we are going to learn how to do this, okay? How to design digital clock. Is today's lab. Digital clock, okay? So, zooming, okay. Let's get rid of these red lines over there. Okay. Now, if you remember, in bit number 2, we became familiar with the 4-bit counter. If you remember, bit number 2, the counter was 7493. Do you still remember that one that we had to count? It was 4-bit from 0000 all the way to 1111. You remember that counter? The IC number was 7493. You remember that one? Okay. Now, on AULMS website, I have uploaded beside the lecture note. Look, is it this one? Okay. So, if you go to bit number 9, beside the lecture note, this one, okay, I have the data sheet of that IC uploaded. Look at that, okay? You can find it online by searching. That's the data sheet, okay? Now, if you remember, the output of this IC, it's a 4-bit counter, was A, B, C, D, Q, A, Q, B, Q, C, D. You remember this one, right? But it had 2 pins, R01, R02, 2 pins that I told you in bit number 2 to connect it to ground so it can count. You remember that? Okay. But look, let's look at the behavior of those 2 pins. Okay? So here it shows you how it counts. Those 2 pins, R01 and R02, are actually reset pins. They reset the counter. Means, for example, if you are counting 001, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, what is 3? 0, 0, 1, 1, right? And then if you invoke those reset pins, if you accept the signal, then from 3 it will not become 4, it goes back to 0. You reset. At any given number you can do that, okay? And how to do that? You see, if one of them is low, L here stands for low. Low means ground. You connect it to ground. If one of them is low, the other one you don't care. X means I don't care. If one of them is ground, then what's the output? Counting, right? It counts. But if both of them are high, what's the output? Zeros. L means ground, right? 0, 0, 0, 0. So that's how you reset. So if I want to reset the counter, I set those 2 pins at the same time to 1, to VCC, okay, to high, okay? All right. Now, we are going to use this in order to create a digital clock. Okay? Now, digital clock usually has this format. H stands for hour and minute, S second. Okay? So usually you are going to show the time like this. For example, right now what time is it? 8. Oh, this is wrong. Adjust time. Okay, so right now is 9, so 09, 41, for example, 38 seconds, right? That's how you show the numbers. So the first thing is seconds, okay? Is this one, the first 2 digits, okay? Seconds, we have 60 seconds, so we have to show from 00 to 59, right? 00 to 59. Now, it's 2 digits, so I need to count it, okay? And I can use that 7493 counter, okay? 2 counter. I can use 2 counter to show from 00 to 59, okay? Now, look. Let's say I reset the counter, so initially I have 00, and then it goes all the way until it reaches the number 9, 09. Okay? Then I have to show 10, 11, and it goes all the way to 19. Then I show the 20, 21, all the way to 59. After 59, again I show 0. I go back to here. Actually, after 59, I go back to here. Okay? That's how we can count from 00 to 59 using those 2 digits. Okay? Now, the first one is a 4-bit counter. The second one is a 4-bit counter. Means if I just let them count, the first one, when it reaches to 9, it may not stop. After 9, actually I will get 1A. Right? After 9 is 10. 10 is in hex is 8. So here I have to reset the first digit. I have to reset the first digit when I reach 10. When I reach 10, I reset. When you reset, then it becomes 0. So after 9, I reset and I don't get the 10, I get the 0. Right? Now, at the same time that I reset, I send a signal to the next digit that now the clock has arrived, please count. And now the next digit becomes 0, 0 becomes 1. Here is all 1 until 19, okay? But I don't send any signal after that. Just when I reset the first one, I send the signal to the second one, okay? Now, when I get to 19 is the same thing. When I detect 10, I reset. Instead of I go for 2A, right? I reset and I get the 0, and I also send the signal to the second one to increment by 1. Okay? And this goes on until I reach the 59. But here, okay, if I continue doing this, okay, here I will get 60. After 59 is 60. But I don't want to show the 60. Have you seen any clock that shows 60? No. Okay, I don't want to show it. So here, I put a detection. Look, here I put a detection on first digit. So maybe I just write it here so you will not come confused. Put detection on first digit to detect what? 10. Value 10, right? That's what I did. Is it small? Okay. Put detection on first digit to detect 10. at this location, okay? Now here, I put the detection. Put the detection on second digit, not the first one, second digit, to detect number 6, okay? And when I detect 6, I reset both digits. So here, detect 6. Here, detect 10. So, as you see, I use the word detection, right? How can we detect the numbers? But now, do you have any question about this? Why do we detect or not? What's going on? Any question? It's clear, right? Okay. Now, how can we detect? Or let's say, yes. Attendance? Okay. Okay, don't worry, because I understand now you have flood, don't worry, okay? But there is one experiment that you have to be here, you can come later, okay? During the week. Talk to the lab technician and do the experiment, okay? But I provide you all the theory information that you need, later you come. But you have to come, okay? Kritakan, K-R, what's your name, where is it? Kritakan, I don't see. Oh, yeah, I saw, okay. Kritakan, and the other one, Hong Sui, okay, I marked. Yeah, the reason is that actually some is because of flood. You have flood, very serious one. My car got destroyed. Very sad. Oh, let's talk about this for 5 minutes. Okay, now I remember my car. I have to talk about this. Look at this. Now, let's say you are an engineer, and they said let's build a road, and you build this road, okay? But because you are corrupt and you don't care, you're lazy, you cannot calculate, so you use low quality material, and then after 6 months you have a hole. Right? And then cars going and coming, okay? Let's say we have 20,000 cars per day going and coming. Let's say only 50 cars hit this hole, okay? 50. And then the suspension will be destroyed, maybe accident, maybe they die. You know, if for example the motorcycles go inside this big hole, they flip and they die. They hit the road and they die. Then, but let's say there is no death, nothing, but only 50 cars have to change the suspension, their body parts. And they pay 10,000 baht, okay? Per day. 10,000 baht per day, okay? 1 month times 30. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and this is just one hole. So if you have another hole, another road, same calculation. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And one, you know, there is one view that you say, okay, you know, I am the one that, you know, I will not be affected by this. So your worldview is only you, okay? But there are other perspectives that is wider, and you say, hey, you know, it's my country, my nation. If I lose or you lose, right? Because we are all living in the same country, it doesn't matter. The Thailand will lose. You see, big people with big minds, right? They don't think about themselves. They don't even think about their neighborhood. They think about their country, the whole country. So it doesn't matter who pays for this, right? Mr. A or Mrs. B. Thailand will lose money. Thailand will lose money. And if you are, I don't want to make you a nationalistic person, but like, if you care about your country, then you shouldn't, you know, build low quality roads. First of all, because you have to first now again come and fix it, right? Fix this, and it needs money. Plus, you damage other people property, their cars. They have to pay money. So it's, we can say it's our money, our money. It doesn't matter it's in your pocket or my pocket, or it's the country's money, right? We have to save that money. And Flood is the same thing. So you have the sea level, okay? It's impossible if you have the sea level, right, and it's the mountain. The water never goes from sea level higher. Impossible. If you have some water here, right, it comes and joins this. It never goes higher. So if you have a city, if this is sea level, then you have a city like this. Now your city is here, right? Every time it rains, if you have excessive water, then it just floods. Okay? So what you should do is you know what's the sea level, there is a sea level, okay? And then you construct your city like this. So now this area will never ever go underwater. Never, impossible. This part that I marked here will never go underwater. Okay? It's actually very simple, but I think we have corruption. But the new generation, it doesn't matter. In Thailand or for example my country, Iran, it doesn't matter. We, the new generation, right? We are anti-corruption. We don't like corruption. Old generation, because they had low education, they were not trained, right? So they kind of like susceptible to corruption. But I'm very, very optimistic about the future. Because I can see the movements, the Thai student movement, many movements, right? They don't like corruption at all. The new generation, they don't like. No corrupt, they don't like. So when you get the hold of the economy, right, things become very well. Because I'm sure 100% the new generation in even Iran, Thailand, many countries, China, they are very, and that's why they're rising. They're very serious, no corruption, very sincere, they work very hard, and then they improve. I'm sure. Now actually Thailand in South Asia is number one in many fields, many fields. Let me think of one. Telecommunication equipment, right? Thailand builds. Another one is Thailand is the hub of healthcare. Healthcare means everybody who wants to have an operation, they come to Thailand. Best equipment, best doctors, but cheaper. So we call it healthcare hub. And that's why we have hospital hotels. Hospital hotel means like a hotel, but it's a hospital actually. We have it in Thailand. It's very actually luxurious, everything comfy, very comfy. Sofa, equipment, everything comfy, but it's a hospital. So anyway, but they still cannot get rid of this flood. It's actually difficult, it's not easy. It's very difficult, okay? Anyway, so I understand some students attend online, but come and fix it later. All right, let's back to here. So now we understand the mechanism, but let's see how to detect. Okay, when I said detection, how to detect things. How do we detect things? Okay, that's how it is. So if we have a 4-bit binary number like this, 0000, 0001, I have to write all of this down one time, okay? So it becomes very clear, otherwise it will not. So I'm gonna copy this, space, and then this one becomes 1, 1, no, 0, 1, 1, 1. Am I right?
No,
What did I do?
0, 1, 1. Yeah, 1.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Hold on. This like this, right? Okay, correct. Then, oh, my copying has a problem. It's okay. Let me divide. So 1 divide it every 4 rows, divide so you will not get confused. Okay, correct. No.
No, are you missing?
Yeah, I'm missing one.
0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Yeah, that part. Above it a bit. You're missing the third line.
Where?
From top.
This is
top.
correct. Till here is correct.
From top. 1, 2, and then it should be 0, 0, 1, 0.
Oh, 2. I'm missing 2. Yes. Yes. Okay. So this is 4. This is 4. Let's draw another 4. Okay. So this is our counter, right? And let's say I want to detect 10. Detect 10. Okay? Where is 10? Here it is. This is 10. Okay? Now if let's say this is D, C, B, A. Okay? Now if I want to detect 10, I do like this. D, C, B, A. Right? You see the D is 1, so I don't do anything. But the C is 0, I put an inverted, so it becomes 1. The B is 1, I don't do anything. But the A is 0, I put an inverted. So when this counter becomes 10, then this AND gate will produce a high value. Am I correct or not? Yes, you see, 10 is this, 0, 1, 0, 1. So, no, sorry. 10 is 1, 0, 1, 0. So, when it's 10, this 1 comes here, 0 becomes 1, this 1 comes here, this 0 becomes 1, 1, 1, 1. The only time that AND is 1 is when all the pins is 1, so this one comes 1. Okay? Now, if you put any other number, this will be 0. You can put by yourself. 1. Anything except 10 will be 0. So we call this circuit that I show you is 10, the value 10 detected. It detects 10. Okay? Now, if you look at this scenario, this is to generate seconds. I need to detect 6 too, right? So let's see how to detect 6. So if I want to this is the detect 10, right? If I want to detect 6, same thing. 6, where is 6? This is 4, 5, this is 6, right? 6. Is it? No. This one is 6. Okay? Now look at the 6. C and B is 1. A and D is 0. Okay? So I said D, C, B, and A. C and D are 1, so I connect them. D and A needs inverted. Okay? And I AND them together. And this is actually a detect 6. Every time I have the number 6, this will be 1. Okay? Now, I can have a little bit, if I clear and pay attention a little bit more carefully. This is the full version of detector for value 6. But look at, that's why actually I write down the comments. Look at this. Detect 6, C and B is 1, both of it, right? But look at the numbers below 6 or above 6, okay? Is there any case that we can find these two to be 1? No. No. Can you see that? So I can say, oh look, I don't need to take into account the D and A. I only can and the C and B. And this is actually a dead 6 also. This one is dead 6 also. If this is C, this is B. Sorry. C and B, okay? If C and B is 1, then I know it's the 6, right? And I can reset. Reset means I go back here, okay? And then I come here again, C and B. The moment that C and B becomes 1, I back. But look, if you want to detect, for example, larger numbers, like detect 7, okay? 7. 7, you can do the same thing, C, B, 8, and together. Let me give you another example that actually, my point is this. You go for C and B because you know that you are going to reset and go back to 0. Why? If you don't reset and you want to detect 6, okay, you have to be careful because maybe it's not 6, maybe it's this number. Can you see here? C and B is 1, right? And this is 14. Okay, this is 14. So, is it 6? Is it 6 or 14? You see, if you want to detect a full number, you have to use 4-bit because you don't know if it's 14 or 6 or if it's 7. We don't know. You see, and maybe this one, 15, 14, we don't know. That's why we need to know A and B too, to know if it's 6 or 14 or 15. But in this case, because we never reach these numbers, we never reach the 6, okay? So, for the students online, you see, the 6 here, 1 and 1, right? And this one is 1 and 1, this one is 1 and 1, right? How can we this one is 1 and 1? How can we distinguish between 6, 7, 14, and 15? The answer is we cannot. If we want to distinguish between them, then we have to look at D and A too, not only C and A. But because here, 6 is the first number that the C and B becomes 1 and 1, right? It's the first number. And then we reset. So we never reach this, we never reach this, we never reach this. So we don't need to care about them. Because when we get to 6, we reset. Okay? Alright. And that's the detection circuits. Okay? Now let's go and see what happens for minute. Minute is exactly the same. You have 00 to 59. But however, it's different. You have two versions. One version is from 00 to 12, another is 00 to 24, actually 23. You show the 23. This one you never show the 11, never show the 12, you show the 11, 0 to 12, right? You never show the 12. When it's 11:59, then it becomes reset. 11:59 becomes 00, okay? So for this course, we go for the first version, okay? No, for this version, 24, okay? But for this one, if you want to go for this one, you have to have AM and PM. You have to show AM. Are you in the morning or in the evening? Okay, but for 24 hours, you don't need. But now, that for the 24 hours, the detection is a little bit different. Okay, look. So, I start from 00, I go all the way to 09, and then it becomes 10, like this. Then I go all the way to 19, and then 20. Here I reset 20, 21, 23, 24. But I don't show the 24, so here I have to reset to 00. Okay, that's how it works. Now, pay attention, this is very interesting here. For the first digit is the same, I reset here. So I have to detect 10. This one, I reset here, okay? But look, for the 3, here at this location, what should I, for the first digit, what should I detect?
4.
4. Okay? But look, this is the problem that almost all the students have. if you put a detection 4 here, then there is a 4 here, right? And when the number reaches to the 4, you reset. Okay? Okay? So the detection 4 is correct, but you want to avoid this reset, even 14, right? 14. This is 0, 4, this is 1, 14, right? We have the same problem. So this is detection 4 plus detection 2 and together. Means you only detect when the second digit is 2. If the second digit is 0, if the second digit is 1, you don't reset. Okay? So now you have to add 2 conditions, and I'm going to show you this one. So let's say if I want to detect 2, how do I do it? If it's D, C, D, A, detect 2. B. B, just the wire B is detection 2. This is detect 2. Because every time the B goes high, this is 2, right? It means it's 2. And do we have any number before this that is the B is 1? No. So we detected 2 and we reset, right? We reset. So in this thing, in this domain, we have only 3 numbers. You see, in this domain, 0, 1, 2, and the only difference is that the 2, the B is 1. Okay? So this is detection 2B. And but this B coming from the second number. Okay? From the second number. This is the B of second number. Okay? Now, for the detect 4, 4. Let me think. This is 3 for C. Okay? So C, the signal C of the first number. Okay? C of the first number is detect 4. Okay? Now you add them together. Okay? And this is detect 24. Okay? Detect 24. 2 of the second number, 4 of the first number, and if you do that, you detect 24. And when you detect the 24, you have to reset both numbers. Both of them. Okay? So if you do that, then you can actually count from 0, 0 to 23. Okay? Alright. Now I'm gonna give you, let's go for the first one. The first experiment. Okay, here. So we have TTL IC. Today we code 2, but we also use the IC. Okay? Why? Because I want to prepare you for your project. Oh, by the way, some of you, the report you submitted last week, I approved your project. On LMS, you will see my comment, I said approve. Means go ahead with what your project. But few of you I didn't approve. Means you have to actually come and tell me what is this thing that you want to do. I didn't understand, okay? Or maybe it's not related. Check your LMS. If I didn't approve, come and discuss this after I finish the theory, okay? So now we have 2 numbers. You see 74, 93. You will get it from back of the lab. We have 2 numbers. This is the first digit. Clock goes to clock A, right? If you remember, this counter can be 1 bit, 3 bit, but we need 4 bit, and because of that, we connect the second clock B to QA. You remember this? Do you remember this connection? Yes, she remembers, yeah. From QA to CKB. You can actually look at the data sheet. It tells you. You see? if I find the schematic, here, you see, here, this is a 4-bit number, right? 4-bit counter, 4-bit counter. Now, if you pay attention, the QB is connected to next stage of the CK, the clock of next stage, internally. QC is connected, but QA is not connected. Can you see the QA is not connected to here? Right? So you have to, if you want 4-bit, you manually connect this. You should be able to remember it's bit number 2. So to have, if you don't remember, go and read the bit number 2 lecture note. Okay? So as you see, all of them are connected like this, but the QA is not connected. So that's why QA we connected manually. Okay? All right. Now we have a 4-bit counter. So this counts, and this is our binary. Now we can connect this counter to a 7-segment driver, and then connect it to a 7-segment. And then whatever we count, the number will be displayed on the 7-segment. Okay? Now, if I want to keep track of seconds, the question is this: how to reset? What should go here? What type of circuit? What type of circuit? What type of circuit? Okay? I'm gonna show you. So, and after I show you, you build it here right now. Okay? So, the first one I want to count from 0 to 9, so I have to detect 10. I show you how to detect 10, right? Let's go to that detection. Where is it? Here. Detect 10 is this. That you see detect 10. Here is detect 10. What do I do? 10. I get 10. D and B. If both of them are high, then it means it's 10, D and B. So I come here, this is D, this is B. If both of them are high, means this is N. Now this one is detect 10 for first digit, okay? What happens, or what should I do when I detect 10?
Reset.
Reset. I just connected to here. So the answer is this. You have to, instead of this question mark, you have to put this AND gate. That's the answer. Okay? So if you do this, then you will have 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9. But when you, every cycle from 0 to 9 means 10 seconds. Right? Then every 10 seconds you send the signal from here to clock of next one. Every 10 seconds your second digit should increment. 1, 2, 3. Actually it becomes like 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay? Now here, when should I reset the second one? When I reach 59. 59. Okay, so I have to detect here 59, 5, 6. I have to detect 6, 5, 6. Okay, so 6. I can show you here already. 6. B and C. You see, B and C is 6. So from this is B and C of the second digit. You see, second digit B and C of the second digit, and this is actually detect 6. Okay, what happens if I want to detect 6? I want to reset not this time both numbers. Okay, so this goes here to reset the first number, and from here, can I connect like this? No. This is actually another important thing. You know, let's say the output of this AND gate is 1, okay? Then here is 1, 1, 1, 1 comes here. But the output of this AND gate is 0. So now what did you do? Short circuit means if you have a battery, right, you connect the plus and negative point and positive poles of the battery to each other, plus and minus right to each other. What happens? You have a short circuit, right? You destroy the battery. Large number of current, short circuit, you burn the IC, battery, whatever it is. Okay? So how do you join two signal? I'm going to give in class one. How do you do that? Join two signal. OR gates. OR gates. So OR gates. So I'm gonna. Okay. So this is detect 10, right? This is reset, and then here OR. So now, if the detect 10 says reset, this will go and reset it. If this one say reset, this one go and reset. It doesn't matter. One of them 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 or 1, 0. Even both of them say reset 1, 1, the OR gate is okay. The output is reset 1. Okay? That's it. That's your circuit. Finished. If you do that, you will be able to come from 0, 0 to 59. Now go back to the back of the class quickly. Okay? Let's finish it so you don't have to come here again. Okay? Get each table get 2 numbers. Okay? Sorry, I mean 2 counters. Get 2 counters. This online student, this is the experiment that you cannot do it online, okay? But the other one you can, the next one, okay? So come here to this Friday, right? Any day during the week, okay? Next week. Any day, just come talk to the lab technician. You can send me message in Microsoft Teams too, okay? I will arrange a time for you. You can come and do the experiment, okay? Online students, are you there or not? Hey, there is another one joining us. Okay. Just come next week, okay? Don't worry. Herman is here, okay? So let me check that. And yeah, Herman, probably you also got a study in the lab. Don't worry. Herman, okay. So Herman, there is one experiment that you have to do it here. You have to use the IC. But now you are not here, come again later, okay? Next week. And other students, Kumsari and Kiritakan. Okay, but I explained auditory already, so you just come and connect the wires. We have to, that experiment is this, we have to set up this one, okay? You have to get 2 IC and connect to 7-segment driver and 7-segment, and then we reset them so we can show from numbers from 0, 0 to 59. Okay. Oh, by the way, last week I lost my key. Did any of you see my key? No. Do you remember I used a flash drive, right? And there was a key. I think maybe I put it in my pocket and I'm going to have lunch in a K restaurant. Maybe it fell there. I don't know. But I lost my key. I flash drive everything I lost. Cannot find it. What is it? So did you get that? Okay. So do the way that I tell you so you can pass it do it fast. Only one IC. Put the IC and let it count. 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay? Connect the output to this 7 segment. Okay? Now, if you forgot, I'm gonna show you. If you forgot how it works, the IC, I'm gonna show you again. Edit, pages time. Okay, so if this is 7493, let me see the pinout. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
โอ้ยไม่ได้
Which one is VCC? You remember? Let me go and see. Okay. VCC is pin number 5, this one. So if this is 1, 2,
มันก็ไม่น้อยนะ
3,
สบาย
4, 5, 6,
อันนี้
7.
ก็ไม่น้อยนะเส้นเนี่ย
โอ้ย
This one
มัน
connected to
รวมๆอะมันไม่ได้
VCC.
มี
อันนี้ได้
8, this
รวม
is
หลายเพศ
8,
อะไรไม่รู้
9,
ทำไมภูมิมีอะไรอ๋อ LGBT เนาะ
10,
หลายเพศไม่ได้ใช่ไหมอันนี้
เฟลเองเลย
So
นี่เฟล
10 is ground.
ไม่รู้เว้ย
Connect the 10 to
แบบ
ground.
ทุกปี
ดีกว่า
Yes. Then
2 ชิ้น
14 is the plug. Connected to TTL pin.
บอกแค่สามใช่ไหม
We will have a plug
เออ
like
ว่า
this.
ดูให้
14. Then we have to connect QA to QB. QA is 12. Yes. Like this. Connected to this.
อ๋อได้แล้วใช่ไหม
This is QA. This one is C, A, B.
กล้ายังไง
เนี่ยเดี๋ยวเสียบตรงไหนก็ได้
2 and 3 is R0 and
คือ
R1.
อ๋อตอนนั้นเหรอใช่เสียบตรงไหนก็ได้ไหนบอกอันนี้ข้าง
QA, QB. Which one is QB? 11. This is QB.
อันนี้ข้าง
QC is which one? 9. This is QC. This one is QB.
เอาอีกตัวหนึงนะลองใช้ไฟ
Okay. So if I want to detect 10, I get the iPhone. Yes. Yes.
Can you help me, sir?
Yeah, yeah. This is not finished, right? Do you have a flash drive? Do you have a flash drive or not? 16 gigabyte. I can give you and then just put it there.
QB
Yes.
คิวอะไรวะ
So you see 32 gig. Yes.
พี่แอมช่องมือมาแล้วขอช่องมือ QB QC QD
Maybe anything I'm going to give you, okay? So you can actually install it.
ใช่แต่พวกเป็น QA QD ไม่เคย
Okay. So for detecting, what did we do for detecting? D and B. So D, get the D and B, and now you have to use and. What's an and gate?
74
74, 08, I can check.
08 or 14
I don't remember. Let's go and check, okay?
08
08, okay, 08. So this is 74, 08. You have to get this one to 0. And from here, connect this to these two pins. Okay? This is the circuit right now you have to set up, this one. And if you do it, it should come from 0 to 9. Okay? But look, initially don't connect the end. First count from 0, 0 to 15. 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1. After you can count, then you add the end. Don't put all together. So initially, connect this to ground, initially, okay? Initially connect it to ground so it can count. And after it counts, you add the AND gate. Okay? Yes. Do you have it? Do you have flash?
No, it's very small.
Oh, okay, I will tell you. Do you have internet connection yet? Okay. Do you know what is torrents?
Yes, I
Okay, I'm gonna give you the torrents.
25.
Yes, and then You download it from me. It's from me. Okay, it's a private torrent. Okay. So torrents Q. But I'm not sure if the university allows me the traffic or not. Maybe they ban.
Anhต่อต่อตามรูปเลยอันนี้12เข้าหนึ่งตัวแรกทีเดียวที
Torrent, torrent.
อันนี้08อันนี้32
ต่อใช่ไหม32
ใช่
อันนี้แอนอ๋อ
อันนี้32 72อันนี้08
อันนี้กัน
32
อันนี้ใช้ได้ไหม
08ถ่ายยากมาก
Okay, how to send you a file? How to do that?
You send me my email.
Email?
Email or MS Teams, photo.
How about if I put it
MS. Yeah, it's okay. So that's okay.
this one? Oh, okay. So
เข้า BCC หรือยัง
this one, okay. So
3เข้ากาวหรือยังเนี่ยกาวเนี่ย
okay, what happened?
สา
Oh,
มเข้ากลางหมดแล้วตรงนี้เหลือ QB
new conversation.
เดี๋ยวเข้ากาวหนึ่ง
Here is the torrents
เข้าสักอันเลย
for
อ๋อ
iOS software.
เดี๋ยววะกาวตัวก็ไม่ใช่กาวตัวก็ไม่ใช่กาวตัวก็ไม่ใช่
ไม่รู้อันนี้11
Okay. Download this torrent
And
and
you should be send. You should be click the send sign. So it was yeah.
okay.
แล้วก็
Now
QA should be QC
this torrent only works if my computer, my laptop is on. But I'm not sure if the university internet network, right, will allow the torrent traffic or not. I think they blocked it. So you.
Find on the website that
Huh? Hmm?
when you use like internet,
Oh.
they will block with the website. Like,
Yeah, but I don't have another internet. I have to use in school. Okay, so they block. So
10เป็นไหนวะ
Is finding.
is there any
Yeah,
hold on? Any okay, we have a problem here. The problem is that I want to give this file to your friend, okay? And it's 14 gigabyte. Is there any student here who has a large flash drive or external hard drive?
ก้าวไปอันนี้
Nobody?
เข้า
This is the file that we want, okay?
4
Worthless
ดี
space.
ที่เอาอันนี้เอาอันนี้ไม่ใส่
สร้างปักดีครับให้คอยของดีแล้วกันดีเข้าพูด
Here.
ต่อมา
It's 14, around 15 gigabytes.
แล้วต้องมารวมกันด้วย
How can I give it to you?
เนี่ยเรา
Is in my laptop is here, okay?
Google Drive.
Google Drive?
It cannot upload to Google
Drive, I
Drive.
think.
I tried.
Cannot, right?
ไม่ลง
Torrent, but I give it to your
ไม่ลง
friend via
ไม่ลง
torrent
เข้าไป
and
เลย
he had internet at home. Do you have internet at home?
Yeah. I have.
Not using the university, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so then wait for till evening, okay? When I go back home, I have my internet at home and I turn on my laptop
Try.
And then-
evening time. I'm gonna-
evening and then you download the torrent and you have to actually talk to me. You have to synchronize because if my laptop is off, you cannot download it, okay? And then you send me a message in Microsoft and say, Ajahn, please turn your laptop on. Don't worry, okay? In the evening, tell me, and then I turn it on, and you can download. After you download, it's okay.
Okay, thank you, Adam.
อันนี้เอาปุ๊บใช่ไหมหนึ่งสองหกสามได้เลยหนึ่งสองหกสามออกไป
Can
ไหน
you show up the
ออกไปเข้า
the connection anyway?
Yes. So first,
กลางเลย
don't add the AND gate. First, set up the counter. Connect this to ground. Okay. Connect it to ground. Can it count?
B กูไปไหนวะ B QB
QB คือ11ไง
Connect to
เนี่ย11มึงเสียบ11ไว้ไหน
8 9 10 11 11คือสาย
เสียบหมด
สายนี้
เดี๋ยว
เข้า B นี่หว่านี่ B
เขาบีแล้ว A มึงอะ
นั่น A ไปไหน
A คือ2
Set up the counter first.
4 2
No.
12
You have this one already. You don't
ใส่
need-
นี้12ก็ใส่นี้
QABCD connect to here. This is the first one. The ABC.
12อ้าวทำไม12คือใส่นี้ไม่ใช่เหรอ
2ฝั่งเลือกซ้ายนู่นอันนี้14 12 12 12
This is 10.
Yeah.
เข้า
What is
เข้า
it?
หนึ่ง
Ground.
Ground.
เข้าไปแล้วกูเชื่อมไปแล้วอันนี้คือเอาพูดต้องรอเอามาโชว์
I forgot to tell you something. Look
12กู
here. I have the counter, driver, and status signal, right? But look, your ETS, right? You don't need to have that driver because the driver is inside. 7-second driver is. You just connect it to A, B, C, D here.
ต้องใช้สอง
It's the same.
เอา
This
ลองดูไหมล่ะ
has this one inside it,
It's have to display both D1 and D2, right?
right?
Okay.
2-digit. Yeah. Fine. This is the first one. Connect it first.
Um,
Connect it first.
หืมต้องให้เอาอะไรให้มันนับเหรอ มันควรจะนับหรือเปล่า
it'll be
ว่าหัวสายเงินมีป่ะ
ฮะ
มีสายไหม
ซ้ายนี่ซ้ายนี่
มอวิลร้อยหนึ่งอัน
This is should be counting right
Yes.
Oh.
Is it counting?
no it just coming up like 8 or
Let me.
nothing happen
อาจารย์ how you connect to TTC?
TTL. This is TTL.
เดี๋ยวด้านล่างก็
This is the.
Should
Let me
be
check.
square or sinusoidal?
เอ้ยไหน
Did you connect this to ground? R01?
yeah everything is
Ground. Okay. This is BCC or not?
ไป
Yes.
ต่อ
Is this ground or not? This one. Yes.
ถ้า
Okay.
จะเอาสองเลยต้องเอา14ก็3ใหม่ตัว
This is higher speed.
กินไหม
Okay. So the frequency goes there, right? It's high speed, so you have to reduce.
counting
But I think one of them is wrong. Did you connect them correctly? QA, QB, CD check?
นี่นั่นมันเด็ก
Okay. This
มันเรีย
because
งนะแต่ว่า
this one TTL is the clock, right? And you can change the frequency. If it's so fast, it becomes like this because it changes so fast. Okay. So
มันเร็วกว่า
it's okay. Now it's okay. You can change the fine tune with this.
ไปทางซ้ายกับขาลง
Fine tune. You see? Faster
That's it.
or slower. Now I think the problem is that you didn't connect this right.
okay
Only one of them.
ดูสิ
อันนี้
Q ดูตั้งแต่ QA เลย
ซ้าย
ดู QA ดิ
Uh-huh.
12
วาย
9 10 12
The
ใส่ดาว
Q
ใส่
cellular
เข้า
QA
อันนี้
Teach how you do the AND gate.
เก่งที่สุดเหรอ
เข้าหนึ่งถูกแล้ว
AND gate.
นั่นให้มัน
And then you have to do another 7408.
แล้วก็
Zero. Let me see if the Q
มัน
A B C D is right or not. Maybe my
แล้วก็
drawing is wrong.
11
This is
สาย
it.
แดง
Q
ใช่ไหม
A is 12.
เข้า
QA is 12.
อันนี้
QA โชว์อยู่
แล้
นะ
วก็มาอันนี้
QD is 11. Oh, that's the problem. Here, I made a mistake here. Look, look. This one is QD. QD,
ฝั่งเลย
yes
and this one is QB.
ฝั่งเลย
อาจารย์สำหรับ
ฝั่งเลย
อ่าแล้วก็สลับ
QC, oh, I made a mistake. All of, here.
โอเค
Check. Only QA is correct.
ถ่ายรูป
ขวาสุดคือสี
QD,
กล้อง
VC.
มันเนี่ยเดี๋ยวกูถ่ายเดี๋ยวกูถ่าย
สีดำอ่ะสีดำเป็น B
มันก็เหลี่ยมๆหน่อย
ฝั่งนี้ฝั่งนี้
โอเค11ไอ้ก็
เอามา
เดี๋ยวนะกูต้องเชื่อม
Is it working?
ถึงไหม
not yet
Okay,
still
switch.
not changing
11คือสีแดงอันนี้
So the first thing you do,
เข้าดี
set up the
เข้า
counter.
แก้
เนี่ยครับ
อันนี้สีแดงอันนี้
สี
คื
เด็
อก
จ้า
11ใช่ไหม
ใช่ดี
QD อั
คื
น
อ
นี้
จะถอดอะถอดจะหมดเลยไหมแล้วก็
finally
Nice.
ด
I'm going to call them this.
แล้วกด
ำ
หัว
ต้อง
This one
ออกต้นใหม่หมดเลย
you want to check
มีแค่ A แล้ว
is correct or not. Which one you want
น
to
อก
check?
นั้นต้องมีสติกัน
ไม่ตายหรอก
Okay.
กูในห้องเนี้ยกูทำแบบเนี้ยตลอด
This group is done, so I'm gonna give them in class one. What's your name?
The second and
มัน
the
ไม่
third
ขึ้น
one.
อะ
Okay.
And the second one.
โอ้โหติดแน่นหนึบด้วย
What I meant?
yes
Okay.
มาหนึ่ง
I will give to the second
Number
group
one.
that can finish. Second group. Also.
แล้วก็
All right.
11
Oh, wait, yeah, come.
11
เข้าอัน
D
นี้
เป็น D
You have to put this here.
แล้วก็
Okay.
I don't know enough to get
And
it.
10
Well, it's off. It's not working, so maybe the back.
10อันนี้10ใช่ไหมเนี่ย
ใช่
QD
Good.
เข้ายากสามไม่ดีว่า
เดี๋ยวนะอันนี้ไม่ใช่10นะ8 9 10คือสีขาวอันนี้
10สีขาวเข้า B ใช่ไหม
เข้าดี
สีขาวอันนี้
ลงกราวลงกราวถูกแล้วลงกราว
9เข้า B 9 9ก็เดียวโอเคนะดู9เข้า B แล้วก็เชื่ออะไรต้องสลับดีวะ
4 8
เกิดการ
สีขาว
อันนี้คือ
อันนี้สี
4โอเคอันนี้เข้า4
Okay, now this group got it working. After this, now at the end, 708.
1 3 5 7
Take off the ground, replace it by the output of
2 3
the
4กูไปไหนวะไอ้เนี่ย
like this one that I showed you, okay?
1 3 5 7 9สมมติกูต้อง
Everybody pay attention. First, connect this to ground, then the counter is okay, then add the another one. If you do all at once, then maybe you cannot do it. It doesn't work, and then you don't know where is the problem.
เมื่อเอาตัวอะไรใส่เข้าไปวะ
Okay.
ฮะ
Where's
น่าจะ
Ryan?
เอียดแหละ
มุมมองดีๆกูไม่เห็น
Setup. Oh, you did it? No.
08ใช่
After 9,
08
I have to see 0.
Oh, here.
It doesn't reset. It
no
doesn't.
no zero already
กูวางกับหัวเนี่ยเอาใหม่นะเมื่อกี้กูวางกับหัวกูว่าอยู่
ปวดหัว
No.
เอาใหม่ดิ
มันเป็น
It counts.
Recess by
เอาครบแล้ว0 1 2 3 4 5 6
Connect for the AND gate. You have to reset, then it's 10, 10. It's okay. So 10, 10.
ที่เชิญก็จะ
Okay. Okay. You got it right.
yes sure
What's your name?
ธนากร and นัทยา
Mutaya.
yes
Okay. So
กับหัว
for the AND
อ๋อ D กับ
gate,
C เป็น
กูว่า
ข้อแอบ
ไปเร็วมาก
let's check the D. So I'm gonna see if D is, look at this,
มันทำอะไรวะ
D is what? MSB, right? No, here. D is MSB, okay? So 10 is D and B.
ทำเทนทิสมันก็ทำให้
D, this is wrong,
ดี
okay?
ดีต่อ
D and B, this is wrong. So
ทำอะไรเราอยากทำยังไงแกทำอะไร
อันนี้ตัวไหนตัวที่สอง
ดีเหมือน
D and B. Now this is B, so connect this to.
ซี
ต่อซีออก
เอาซีใส่แล้วเอาซี
ซีออก
อันนี้แก้ใหม่
ซีพอเราต้องเก็บเป็
แล้
น
ว
ดี
หนึ่ง
เก็บเป็นดีดีอยู่ไหนสายดีเนี่ย
มีอยู่อันที่ข้างกลาง
อันนี้คือที่เราทำอะไรเนี่ย
เหมือนเจ้า10 ทีละ10 ถึง 15อันนั้นหนึ่ง
แล้วสายดี
10 ถึง
เป็น
เปลี่ยนเหรอ
สายดี
เอาไปก่อน
D and E.
D อัน D ต้องเชื่อมกัน
9 ปี11เดี๋ยวก็ถ่ายรูปไว้11ไปอันนี้
D
ที่มันดีเซนเจ็ดนะต้องเพิ่มสาย
ถ่ายที่4อ่ะนะตัวนี้
ตอนนี้มันเป็น D กับอะไร
1 2 3
D and B.
อันเราอยู่ไหน
4คือสายนี้
ตอนนี้มันเป็น B C อยู่ใช่ไหม B
อัน
B
นี้
ได้
ต้
แล้
อง
ว
กลับมาเป็น D อ่ะ
อันนี้อะไรสาย
อันนี้ต้องเป็น D ข้อ D ถูกแล้วป่ะ
อันเนี้ยข้อดีฮะอันนี้ข้อดีโอเคได้ดีเราได้ดี
เราได้ดีแล้ว
แต่ว่าอั
A
นเนี้ย
เรา
จาก
ถูกอยู่
C
แล้ว แล้วก็ B
มันมีสายอะไรมีเสียง
You're making a mistake
เอา
somehow.
สายออกให้หมดเลยตรงคิว
ก็คือ B
อันนี้ดีไม่เอาใช่ไหม
ที่ต้องเปลี่ยน
B
ใช่ไหม
B B
เอาซีออกกับเอ
B ไป
เอาซี
กา
อ
ว
อก
ป่ะ B ไปกาว
แล้ว
ทำเนี้ย
แล้วนี่คือ
ตอนนี้มันมีพุทธสามมาสายสายจากไหน
ดีเดี๋ยวนะอันนี้ดีช่องนี้ดีต่อนี่
เอ้ยไม่ใช่
อันเนี้ย
B B B เข้าดิ
ใช่ดี
ไอ้
คนไป
ตรงไอ้10มันกาว
ซ้อนกันอยู่
ก็เป็น B
เอาแดงออกเอาแดง
ก็
ย้าย
เป็น
ไป
B ใช่
สายเล็ก
ไปไหนหาแล้วไปต่อ
B ข้อนี้ใช่ไหม
Can you get the concept?
ข้อนี้ยัง
สีก็เดี๋ยวต้องจะต้องเปลี่ยนไปย้ายข้อนู้น
Because it's very much is skipping.
ได้
มีมาแอบแล้วมีเอาแล้ว
อันนี้เข้าอันนี้เข้าดูเช็คเปิดก่อน
มั
นะ
นมีซ้ำอยู่ใช่ไหม
But this way is for
เนี่ยเนี่ยเนี่ย
มี
ดี
มาแอบแล้วร้านที่สอง
ไม่ดีไงดีซ้ำมาทำไมเนี่ยเอาดีออกไปตัวนึงเก็บเอาไปเดี๋ยวเอาดีเสร็จแล้วเก็บดูสอง
บี
เบียร์ที่
หนึ่ง
ลอง
สามห้าสิบเก้าไปเดียวเลย
เก็บฝาส้ม
C
มันก็ดีเซตเป็น7แล้วก็
C
0นะ
จัดเป็น C ป่ะ
แต่เราต้อง
You know this? I said when you get the concept,
C แล้ว
connect the concept to ground. This one.
อันนี้เป็น C เก้า
Or
ไม่
this
ใช่
one.
มีไป
Okay.
เก้าคือเส้นนี้เก้า
Let
D
me see.
D กับ C D กับ C เดี๋ยวจะ
Let's go into this one.
เก้าเป็น B นะเก้าเป็น B เก้าเข้าแล้วเก้าเป็น B เข้าแล้วเข้าแอน
D
เรียบ
กับ
ร้อย
D กับ B D กับ B ต้องเข้าแอน
D อันนี้ B B เข้าแอนเรียบร้อย
Yes. Okay. Everybody, come here for a second. Just for a second. Yes.
นี่คือปัญหา
Look at this. So they have a counter, okay? And I told them, especially, don't connect the counter to the angle yet. First, let the counter count, okay? Means the R1, R0 must be connected to that, okay? And it counts. After you get the counter done, then you add the second IC, which is the AND gate, and then detect the 10. If you do that, you will see this. You see 0, 1. So it's just counting. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it resets.
ให้มันรีเซ็ต
It
ก่อน
becomes 0. Okay. Now, can you show me the reset signal? Where is the output of AND gate? Put it here. Connect it because I don't know where it is. Okay.
มันดับ
And output here. This.
ดับก็คือเหมือนรีเซ็ตเลย
Okay. Look what happens. right? You don't see it. Why? You don't see it because the moment after 100 nanoseconds that it becomes 1, the IC resets. That's why you don't see the signal that goes high. Okay? But it resets, as you see, it resets. Now, if it's not working, right, you will see here after 9, it becomes blank. Why? Because it actually goes to 10, 11, 12. But this is BCD and it doesn't show them. So it just shows off in terms of this, right? So you, now if you don't reset, okay, means don't connect the output. Can you do that? Remove the output from the reset. Output of the AND gate, remove it. To the reset pins.
ตรงนี้ออกใช่ไหม
Just the output of the AND gate to reset pin. Remove it.
เอาคนออก
เขาไม่เอานี้
Come here. Where are you going? Okay. You see? Now the output of AND gate, right? Here. Look. The output of the AND gate, we remove it so the counter doesn't count. If I want to count, I connect it to ground. Connect to ground.
ก็ออฟ
Yeah, this correct. Is one of them is okay. You see? It's counting. It's counting. Okay. Now let it count. You see? 7, 8, 9, 10. It detects. Did you see it detects? But you don't see anything here because now 15, 14 is being, going through, and then back after 15. Back there. Okay. So the detection. Now you can see the AND detection signal is on. Bing, detected. Number 4. But the moment not go back to the first one means remove the ground and put the AND gate output. Okay? Now, what's the output of AND gate? 0, right? So 0 is ground. The output of AND gate is 0, right? 0 is ground, so this is counting. You see? No. You'll do many mistakes on it.
ไอ้เสียรู้สึกว่า
Just a second. Something
มันติดไม่
wrong.
ได้ผลเลยไม่ได้ใส่ขาว
Oh, the ground. Okay. You see?
ต้องขาววะ
5 and so it's counting. Why is it counting? Because now the reset pins are connected to the output and it is ground. This is 0. Okay? And it's 0, so it's counting. You see 0 is counting. But now 9 becomes 1 and then it resets. Okay? So the first step is to get the 0, 9. Now for you, go and get the second counter. You try to do their work, okay? Get to this one. Other groups. Get the second counter.
เอาเกมนี้นะ
สายมันทำงานได้ไงวะ หรือมันไม่ทำงานแต่แรกหรือกูคิดเป็นไง
Now pay attention everybody. For the second
ก็
counter,
เลยนะ
you implement it next to your circuit, but think about it as an isolated counter. Isolated.
มันทำมันเอง
Just set it
เขา
up,
เราเข้าข้อนี้
see if it's counting or
เข้า
not.
ข้อนี้
Then let me know.
อ่ะ
แล้วก็เอาพุท
พู
เข้า
ดยังไง
ทำแบบเดิม
ไม่ก็ทำที่เขาพูดยังไงที่เช่นไม่เป็นอันใหญ่ลูกใหญ่ครับ
เอาพุทของอะไรอ่ะ
นั่นแหละเอา
เอาฝั่ง
ไว้
ซ้าย
ใช่
Can you reset or not?
is not resetting just 0 to 9 and like
Hold on. Okay. So if it's 0 to 9, it means your AND doesn't work. Okay.
ไม่ต้องเอาพุท
Now your AND doesn't work.
ใช่แต่เขา
Yeah. Your AND doesn't reset. Okay. But your counter is okay. That's why I tell you go step by step. So this okay. Now here
ก็บอกว่าไอ้ตรงนี้มัน
you have to not. This is your end.
Yes, is my hand.
Then
10ใช่
check.
ไหมเงินมันคือ6
This is
6คือ
ground. This is VCC.
Yes.
VCC. This is the end gate. Where is the output?
6มันคือแล้ว10
Output is here. Go to ground.
No. Out.
เอาถูกน่าจะเข้า
Not
นั้น
output not to ground.
No. Output. Remove. Output. Output.
Yes.
Hold on a second.
เสียบสาย
This is your output.
Yes, this is an output from this.
Okay. R0, R1. These two, right? Remove them.
Yes, that's two.
Remove them. Remove. Okay. The output of AND gate now go here.
Go to 2 or 3.
Yes. And
Oh, it's no need to ground anymore.
no need the ground. Okay.
2 or 3.
Why? Hold on.
Oh,
Because the output of the AND gate is ground, is 0. 0 is ground.
บนซ้ายบนหลัง
Yes.
Okay, where is the QC? Like that
QC is 8.
now
And hold on. You shouldn't, you know, this is just for me trying to help you, okay? But let's say if I'm not around, how do you know where is QC? You have to make the data sheet.
มันก็ไม่ติดต่อ
Here, QC is
นี่มันเอาไว้ดูเฉยๆเช็คไฟเฉย
QB. You actually can find it out by yourself. Here it is. The data sheet. And where is this document? Where is it? I have given this document to you, LMS here. Okay?
Sure, can I solve your detect text 6?
They take 6.
connecting between two IC.
2 IC. 2? Okay. So after we do this count, right? Then let me clean this. Actually, here is that second IC.
มันงอนกัน
Yeah, yeah.
Just use this one. You don't need anything else.
แล้วก็หาเป็นติดเลย
จบ
เอามาดูสิไปเช็คซิเดี๋ยว
For the second one, set up the
โอเค
counter.
แปลว่าเอาทุกของแอนทั้งคู่อ่ะ
They take 6.
QB and QC โอเค
แล้วเดินมาทำอะไรก่อนเดินก่อนจะทำอะไรก่อน
จะเสียบที่ไหน QB QC ก่อนเนี่ย
มีเด็กแบบ
ใช่ไหม
ขอดูรูปวันนั้นหน่อยดิ
เออเป็นอย่างนี้
อันซ้ายอะ
Yes.
QB เนี่ย
What?
ให้พี่ลองโอเค
Ground, initially ground,
ไม่ได้
but after the counter works, you connect it to the output of the
อ๋อ
AND
ไม่แน่น
gate. But initially ground.
7 4เท่าไหร่นะ9
QC อะ
จะ4 9 3ไหมวะ
คุณเห็นคุณดูเดี๋ยว
เอาแอนเกตมาอีกตัวนะ
แพสแอนคุณก็วางไว้เนี่ยตอนนั้น
อันนี้ก็จะ4 9 3มันจะ4 9 3 2 อันเลยทีนี้
เอา QB
QB เนี่ย
เอา
เอฟ4 9 3อ่ะ
จะ4 9 3จะ4 9 3สูตรไปหายไปหมดนี่นะอันนี้ใช่ไหม
เอาบุ๊กแอนมาออก
เจ็ด4 9 2ใช่ไหม
ก็ไม่สูตรแบบแอนเกตใช่ไหมต้องการแอนเกตอีกตัว
08อีกอันหนึ่งใช่ไหม
สูตรไป
อันไหนแล้วอันไหนต้องเสียบอันไหน
ไม่มาก่อนอยู่แล้วก็ QB B กับ C เอ้ยเก็บ Q กับ B ยังไม่ต่อแล้วนี่ไงเอาลูกมาเมื่อกี้เราต่อแล้ว
อันนี้มันชิปใหม่ไม่เหรอ
อันไหนอันนี้ที่เขาเคยมีเป็นฝั่งนี้เป็นชิปเก่า
ก็นี่นะมี6ไม่เหรอเนี่ย
อันที่6แต่ว่าเอาอันก่อนได้ไหมเอา QB อย่างเงี้ยเอาพุทแอนมาแล้วก็ต่อเข้า B อ1อัน
แล้วเอาพุทแอนในคืนนี้ใช่ไหม
Faster. Come on. We have many things to do today.
แอนไหนอินดี้แอน
ต้องใช้ออตัวหนึ่งด้วย
อ๋อ7432ใช่ไหม
ออจะ4จะ32
นี่ไงที่ครูคิดมาให้
นั่นคืออะไร
ที่ครูไปหยิบมา7432
อ๋อมีออมีแอนมีออโอเค
อันนี้เหรอ
อันนี้สอง
ให้
ออได้4
เอาพูด
ได้เปล่าแน่ใจเปล่า
ในรูปอยู่ไหนอ่ะ08อ่ะเอา08แล้วดู
แล้วก็
เอาพูดใช่ไหม
เอาชุดของแอน
ของอันนี้ใช่ไหมของวิดีโอ6ใช่ไหม
It's okay.
เข้า
Okay.
เข้าออก
This to ground. They're not connected to ground. This here is not connected to here.
ให้ต่อเข้า
ไหนเข้า
Connect this to this
เอา
side.
ออกต่อเข้ารี
ก
เซ็
ลา
ต
ง
Okay.
กูช่วยดูก็ได้มาไว้
2 3ที่สายไม่งงจัด
ต่อ
ขนาด
เข้ารี
นี้
เซ็
ตัว
ตของ
เข้าก
เท
ลาง
น
เป็นคืนนี้ดิ
เอา
ก็
นี่
คือ2และ3ของเทน
Is your rising current?
แล้วก็10เข้ากลางกลาง
Is working?
เสียบฝั่งนี้ก็ได้
Did you check your?
เสียบฝั่งนี้ก็ได้
นี่เหรอ
ดีนะทำไมมันไม่เสียบข้างบน
กลาง
เพื่อจะได้เสียบทุกเส้น
VC 10กราวโอเค แล้วกูต้องทำเสื้ออะไรหนังประกอบอะไร
มาต่อเข้าบล็อกเอ
Wait.
มีเล็กเลย
ใช่รีเซ็ตมาต่อเข้าข้างหมด
Let me see if I can.
รีเซ็ตคือรีเซ็ตของอีคมเนี่ยเข้าออก
Oh, okay. It's working. It's working. Thanks.
รีเซ็ต
This is
ตัวแรก
so you this one.
แล้วต่อกูว่ามึงจะได้เอาอะไรอ่ะ
กูต้องดูตารางอาจารย์นะมันจะรีเซ็ตที่ตัวอะไร
Wait.
ออกเข้า
อ๋อ
อันนี้
ต้องเป็น BC
BCD อีเวนต์ก็ BCD คือตัวนี้อีเวนต์ตัวนี้
เดี๋ยวนะแป๊บนึง A ต่อเหมือนเดิม
นี่เหรอ
A ต่อเหมือนเดิมคือ A ไปไหนเมื่อกี้
นี่มันแอนนะ
A ตัวที่3เข้ามุม
เอา
3จาก3เข้ามุม
ก็บอกว่าให้ถอดมันเองใหม่ได้
โอเค
Here, this
สาย
one.
อยู่ที่ใดต่อไป BC เข้าแอน08
แล้วก็คนนี้ปกติว่าคนนี้คือ
Because this is not connected. This is not
ยัง
Yes, you understand? I explained this in too. This is happening midterm.
กาวเส้นกาวอยู่ไหน
But I think the first
Pass it down.
thing I
เช็ดต่อมาทำงานกันได้ไหม
ไม่มีพื้นที่แล้ว กูอยากเหมือนกันแต่มันจะกลัวมันจะไปติดกับตัวนั้นวางเละเกินแล้วตอนนี้
This one.
อย่างนี้แล้วอะไรค่อยลงนะมากูทำไม่ลงเองมา
So now you got this.
เขาต้องหักเข้า
ลงกูเล็ก
Now at the end, after you detect the 10, right?
เบอร์ห้า
The output of the AND
ห้า
gate
ภาษา
should go here. Now these two,
ต่อ
right?
เข้าวีซี
Output of the
เขากว้างเลย
รีเซ็ตตัวนี้ต่อเข้าแอนดีเทคโกะต่อเข้ารีเซ็ตตัวเอา2 3 2ตัวใหม่2 3ตัวใหม่2เส้น
มันเกินเขียนขึ้นมาแล้วมันแข็ง
เล่นเกมนะเอาไว้ฝั่งนี้ไหม
รีเซ็ต
เอาไว้ฝั่งนี้ไหม
ฟังแล้วไม่ออก
โอเคสักที
Where is your counter?
แอน6
This one is what?
แอน6
This one.
เอาต้องเป็นอะไรเข้า
So
ต่อเป็น
this.
B กับ C B คือ9 9
เก้า
เข้าแอน
ไม่นี่มันมีบูธทำบูธต้องอันที่3
อันนี้แอนอะไรเอาคุณบอกตัวนี้
อันนั้น7432ใช่ไหม
เข้าคือ B
แอนอยู่นี่
B กับ C
เอาคุณของตัว
Does it really affect?
จบปะ
Yes.
เอาไว้
Oh my god.
เดี๋ยว
นี่เหรอ
อันนี้
Rotate.
เอาพูดไปไหนเอาพูดต้องไป เข้ากับ
9ใช่ไหม
ตัวพวก
ของตัวใหม่เราก็
I simply forgot to look at the eyes at the
เลข
side.
สาม
This one is the same.
Yeah.
สองสามไม่ต้องเข้า
ต่อมาอันแรก
อ๋อใช่เปิดเลยนะ
ยังไม่เสร็จ VCC อะไรยังไม่เข้า
เออ
ไฟ
เก้าเลือก
กับกราว
20อันนี้
อันนี้14ไปแล้ว
ตัวนะ
ไอเฮียยังไม่ใส่เอาคุณสักตัวเลยเอาคุณ
เป็นเท่าไหร่วะ
ไอเฮียตัวอยู่ไหนวะเนี่ย
ไหน
Because you put it wrong.
ทำไมได้สามทำไมได้สามไปวิ่งขึ้น
12รถทีได้บอก
นั่นคือเองอะ
ทำไมเอวิ่งเข้า
ไม่รู้ก็ทำผิด
14 32 14 13 14 13 12นี่คือ E เข้า E
มี
ไป
อะไร
มีอันถัดมาจากเอ
อ่ะยังไง
PC
ว่าใส่จะหมดเลย
This side.
D
มันต้องใช้อย่างคุ้มค่านะ
เฮ้ยปู่อ่ะ
ได้
This one
คู่
though?
ค่าคือ
ทำให้เร็วได้ครบ9นาทีแค่6
D
This is AND gate. You want to check AND gate? So
Okay.
what's your gate?
จะตอบให้ปู่เลยเหรอ
สายไม่อยู่
This is okay.
ถูกปะ
Go get another IC 7493.
ต่อไป
Another.
B
Finish?
yes
เดี๋ยวมันกลับไปที่หนึ่งมันต้องกลับที่ศูนย์
Let me see.
มันกลับไปที่หนึ่งเลย
Okay. Very nice. And
ไอ้น่าชัว
check.
มัน
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Make it slow.
ประมาณ
Okay. Let me see.
อันสุดท้ายเข้าที่ C
Oh no.
นี่นี่เห็นไหม
reset to
Zero.
ซีโร่
มากู
เอ่
จะ
อก
ดให้ก็ได้
reset ต่อเข้า
ประมาณนะ
That is the OR gate.
I'll get here
ไอเฮียศูนย์นิ่งเลยสัตว์
ก็ต้องนิ่งก่อนสิมันถึง9ก่อนส่วนนี้ต้องก่อน
ต้องต่อนาทีที่ออก
ทำไมมันต้องนับ
One should go here. Directly here. One should go to OR gate and go here.
มันต้องเป็น10เลย
Go OR with the input
อันนี้
of
ไม่ได้ใช้ออแล้วนี่หว่าไอที่มันมีตัวหนึ่งนะฮะ
output of AND gate.
สาย
This is
คอ
the
ได้เฮีย
output of AND
เดี๋ยว
gate.
กูต้องไปตัดกูไปตั้งตัดเอาไปว่า
โอเคได้
And did you connect this?
สายคอก็ได้
yes
Something's wrong there.
ต้องมีอะไรอยู่แล้ว
เดี๋ยวนะand here
You're almost there. I think because after you see the text 6, right? Where is the text 6? Show me the wire that the text 6, right? Look.
มันพอมัน
Look. The text 6 does not reset. Does not reset. It becomes 1. Why? Yes. Oh.
มันรีเป็นหนึ่งไม่ได้รีเป็นศูนย์
Yes. Okay. Now at the AND gates.
ของแอนของสองตัว
ไม่เราต่อ
and see you need
มันเป็นสาม
Something's wrong. How about this? You remove the counter, okay, the second one, and just let it count. And then add the text 6. I want to see when your counter becomes 6. I want to see the text 6. Can you show me the second counter? The reset. Connect the reset. Oh my God. Connect the reset to ground. Okay. Connect the reset to ground. Where are you going to shift?
ไปเข้ากับ
เ
Oh my god.
จริงๆอ่ะมันคือหลอก
ยังนึกให้แม่ไม่เสร็จเลยว่าถ้ามันหาไม่ได้ก็จะแบบหายังไงน่าจะเป็น
ผม
ค
ไป
น
นั่ง
หา
สองเลยหกวัน
My copy drop it. Hold on.
ที่หาเลยครับ
หนักกว่าเดิมอีกว่า ไม่เคลื่อนด้วยเกิดขึ้นอะไรขึ้น
ไฟเมื่อกี้มันเสียบอะไรลงไป
เกิดอะไรขึ้นอะไรหายวะ
เมื่อกี้มันเสียบอะไรไป
เสียบคอเกี่ยว
สายมัน
กลับไปที่เดิมอยู่นะครับอันนี้ที่เดิมเอาไม่ไหวที่เดิมโอเคสายมันต้องเคลื่อนแหละสายที่มันไม่ติด
Okay. Hold on.
แต่สองไม่หยุดสอง
ตั้งแต่
ไม่เกี่ยวไว้
มันสายมันหัว
มันแค่ความเร็ว
ดูความเร็วมันดูสิสองนิ่งเลยมันควรจะเด้งใช่ไหมเพื่อนแม่ไอ้เหี้ย
Okay.
อ้าว
Second content.
สูง
เป็นที่สายปะวะไอ้เหี้ย
So the first content, no problem. The second one,
ก่อน
6.
จะไม่เลยกูต้องจับตัวนี้ไว้กูต้องจับไว้
So
เมื่อกี้ตัวที่กูจับอ่ะใช่
okay. So
นี่
where is the 6 here? The picture. I don't see. Show here.
วายกูว่าหากาวใหม่
ไอ้เสียง
ช่วงกลางแล้วก็เอาพุท
I want to
เสีย
see.
บเสียบกาวไหม
เอาพุท
เสียบตรงนี้ไหม
สายหมดแล้วต้องมีต้องเอาสายหมดแล้ว
ไม่ได้อยู่
ไม่ได้วายมันหลวมเราออกปะ
ไม่ได้อยู่ได้อยู่มันนำอยู่
Yeah, you see, it's very complex. Yeah. Your
มัน
wire
ไม่
pins,
นับเลย
right? So there you. I don't
Yeah.
know. Connect
ที่
the
สายนั่น
6 LED.
คือสักสายละไอ้
สามวายกูว่าสักสายมันมีปัญหา
Okay. Okay.
ทำไมจะทำงานอยู่ก็ได้แค่สายมันไม่ติดอ่ะอยู่ดีมันขึ้นสามได้ไอ้เหี้ย
Where's the
สายหนึ่งวะ
for
ใส่ใส่ทุกสาย
วายกูคิดว่ามันเป็นสายที่สายมึงลองเอาสายกาวออกนะเอาลองเอาออกไป
Oh,
แล้วก็
the
ลองเอา
Your organ is wrong. Fix your
อ๋อ
organ.
เส้นหนึ่ง
โอเค
Organ, check the organ.
มีห้องเก็บใช่ไหม
Use the IC tester. Here. Test with the IC, see maybe your organ is wrong.
แต่ไม่ได้ทำเพราะต้องเก็บบล็อกเก็บให้เขา
แล้วก็เอาพุท
สาย
This
สายสายมัน
organ, take it out.
สายมันหัวยาว
Just go. Put it there.
โอ้ยไอ้เหี้ย
The other
เลย
side. You
เปลี่ยน
see,
สาย
here have the same circuit here, right? Same. Put it there. Close it.
เปิดให้สุด
And then
เหมือนกัน
okay, and then what's the organ IC number? Put it
ไม่เป็นไร
7.
ต้องการไปจากกู
สอง
สายแดงสั้นๆ
Pass. So check the connection. Now your IC okay. Now check the connection.
ไม่ใช่เอาปูนสิบเก้า
How about this table?
I'm not sure what is going on now
It's
ไม่รู้ว่ามันสาย
it's
แล้
like
ว
this.
ไม่มีไว้
Yeah. So for this, now you understand why this can be your project, right? So if you want to show me the digital clock, you have to actually put 4 content.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
เชื่อมกับด้านหลัง
You will get A.
ได้เว้ย
Okay.
อะไรทั้งสาย
Look at this one.
โอ้ยใช่ไหมวะ
If you can show me 4 counters,
เนี่ย
final project for this, you will get A. A.
with this
Yes. I mean, you will get full score for not A. I mean, full score for your project. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. This is 2 counter, right? But we need 4.
Not even that mobile, the hand is too
ไม่
big.
ต้องห้ามเอามือออก
Yeah, not the students facing difficulty. It's difficult actually. Let me show you how it looks like, right? Looks like this. Digital, plug, TTL.
ไม่ใช่ตัวนี้นับละ
This. You see some students did this before
วายมือ
in another university.
เมื่อ
มันก็ไม่ใช่6เลย
ไม่ได้อยู่แต่ด้านหลังไม่นับ
Yeah.
The IC is different from
อะไรวะน่ะ
ไม่ได้แล้วมึง
the machine is different from us.
Yeah, it's not this university, it's another university. But no, it's the
แล้วมึง
same.
จะจับตรงไหนมันก็เคลื่อน
Mine only counting to 3 and it just stop.
ที่รู้สึกว่าทุกวันแม่มัน
1, 2, 3, just and then up.
แต่ข้างหน้ามันไม่นี่อ่ะไม่
So, that's why I tell you do it
วาย
step by step, okay?
ที่คือ
Now,
เราควรจะซื้อแบบนี้ไม่ควรจะซื้อแบบแผนที่ไอ้ที่กูเอารูปให้
angle,
ดู
right? Angle, you have
เรา
to
ควรจะซื้อแบบที่จิ้มแบบนี้เพราะว่าเราจะได้
show me the output of that angle. Don't
เพราะว่า
connect
ไม่
it
งั้น
to
เราต้องเชื่อมจับนั่นแหละ
Remove it.
เข้าใจใช่ไหม
Oh, hold on, now I know why. Where is the output? Show me the
เพราะว่า
output.
กู
Let's
คุย
touch
กับ
it.
แม่
What
แนะ
is
นำว่า
ตอนเรียนเขาบอกว่าทำไมเราไม่ซื้อ
มันก็คุยอยู่อย่างเงี้ย
ที่เป็นตัวจิ้มแบบนี้ทำไมเรา
ก็ต้องซื้อ
ถ้าเรา
ใช้
ถ้าเราตามแผนแผนที
เพราะว่า
เยอะ
ที่ไม่ไม่
มันจะ
You have to
เป็น
connect
อี
it
ก
to
แบบหนึ่ง
this.
มันจะเป็นแบบรูปนะซึ่งมันต้องเชื่อมแบบด้านหลัง
Look at
เชื่อม
the
จากด้านหลังเป็นแบบ
schematic.
ไม่แต่เพราะถ้าเราใช้แบบนี้สายจะลบนะอย่างเงี้ยมันจะอยู่นี่เลย อาจารย์ไม่อยากได้ลบ
Look. No, I mean that one.
เพราะมันดึงตึงไปข้างหลังได้ด้วยเป็น
ใช่
เราจะถอดว่าทำเสร็จ
สิ่งที่คือจะบอกอ่ะคือมึงต้องทำให้มันเป็นแบบนี้นะวาย
มันต้องความตัว
Look at this. The output of the AND gate is connected to both pins. Did you do
จับ
that?
ตรงไหนมันก็ไม่ขึ้นอ่ะ
1, 2, and
You have to connect it and get
แต่
it
ว่า
as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you need to
Okay.
put more, 7 or 9.
วายเนี่ยเราต้อง
Yes!
แล้วเรามันไม่มี
This group did it.
นี่หรอ
I'm gonna give you a plus.
Okay,
What's your name?
and then we have to put more 7, 4, 9, 3 chip.
Yes, another one. Okay, what's your name? Tell me your name.
So the first, so Jung.
Jung.
Yeah, Jung.
ไม่ก็ซื้อแบบ
And your friend?
สมมติว่าคุณให้ลูกต่อสาย
Eight. This is at home.
หลวมมาก
Now at the second counter. But come on, we don't have time. I give you. I have to go to the next experiment after 5 minutes. Okay? Or maybe if you don't, maybe you postpone to another time. Oh, you want to do it again? Okay. They remove. Okay, do it later. Okay? How about you? But you got the idea, right? Okay, it's difficult. I understand. I accept. I agree. It's difficult. Okay, it's difficult, and that's why you as an engineer, you have to be neat.
ส่งมือกี้เนี่ย
Look at
นี่
this
อยากจะเอา
example. You see, you have to be very, very neat. And the problem is with breadboard is that the wires will go loose, right?
มันอยู่
The
แล้ว
holes
แหละต้อง
and the wires, they go loose because now you have 100, 200 connections. If only one of them doesn't go, you have problem, right? So for your final project, right, you can go for breadboard like this, prototyping breadboard. I'm okay, I give you full scope. But you see, you can actually, instead of that, go and buy a PCB, prototyping board. It's so cheap. Okay? Like this. Okay? It's just a,
ก็แบบของ
what
เขา
you
เลย
call it? The board with holes. Okay? And then you put the IC like this. First, you have to buy TTL IC holder. Holder. TTL. The holder, right, is this. Can you see that?
ชื่อ
So instead of you soldering the real pins IC, you solder this one. and then you can insert the IC into this. Okay? And then PCB prototyping, prototype.
ทำไมเราไม่ซื้อแบบนี้
Okay, I give you the example. Here, you see, you put the IC inside, and then you turn around the board and you solder.
แล้วมาต่อ
Let me see if I can find good
เสร็จ
examples.
แล้วปะ
ไม่รู้ว่ามันต่อไม่ได้หรือว่ามันไม่ได้ต่อไม่ได้เพราะว่า
Mm,
ซื้อแบบเป็นเซ็ตเพราะว่า
Maybe
ซื้อแบบไม่ผิด
อาจารย์ก็จะรู้ไง
ไม่ว่าแบบเซ็ตใช่ไหม
Here.
ก็เอามา
มั
แค่
น
อัน
ดู
นี้
เนี่ยแค่
So-
กดสีด้านล่างก็รู้
แค่
แล้ว
นี้ค่ะ
you see, when you put the IC, you solder. Over there, can you see over there we have soldering iron?
เขาบอกว่าน่าจะได้
So you can come to the lab and you solder. And if you do that, then you will not have this problem. That the wires will lose and things like that. Okay?
This one is the first one.
Teacher,
Yes.
in another way we could just do the coding and upload it on the board. It could be too. Right?
Yes, you can do that too. Everybody, for your project, you can do the coding, upload it to the board, and that actually works if you can do it, right? So you can come up with a digital clock. You have to code, okay? All right. So you code, you upload it here, right? And then you show me the time. So what's the clock frequency here? 8 megahertz. You have to divide it by 8 million. Become 1 hertz. So 1 hertz clock. And then counter and counting 7-segment driver. If you are good in coding, you can use this.
So we could do either way.
Yes, you can go for your project. You can use TTL or you can use Verilog. Up to you.
เอามา
Up to you. Okay. Now, hold on a second because you got the point already, but it's a tedious task, right? So let's stop here. All right. And go to the next experiment.
ถ้าหากซื้อของไม่ได้ก็คงโค้ดเขา
Next one is exactly the same, but instead of 0 to 59, okay, I give you a number. This group, 0 to 27. Save it in your report that I am given the number 27, okay?
โค้ดเยอะกว่า
This group, 32. 32.
Yes
0 up to 32.
for my number
Yes. Do it, okay? This is experiment number 2. You have to come here again. The only thing that is different is the detector, right?
มันถึง
32. Let's for this 32, right? Tell me what numbers to detect.
Yes
What numbers to detect if you want to go from 00 to 32? Tell me the numbers that you have to detect.
tip 3
3 detect 3,
3 and 4
4, and
also 10
yes, and 10. You see? For detect, if you want to have 00, okay, it goes all the way to 09. Here you detect 10. Then you have 10 all the way to 19. Again detect 10, right? Detect 10. Then 21 all the way to 29. Then all the way to 32. And now here you detect 33. Means you detect the 3 on the first digit and you detect the 3 on the second digit. And you add them together.
the tip 4 right 4
33. Because your number is 32, you detect 33. And then you reach 33, you reset, okay? You 46, okay? The group in the middle, hello, 38, okay? You go for 25, okay? Online students, Herman, you go for 0 to 17, okay? Kritakan, are you guys in same group or not? Same group? Are they in the same group?
No.
No. So Kritakan, you go from 0 to 31, okay? Yeah, okay. What?
32
Oh, okay. You do okay. So your part. Okay. So all right. Okay. How about point three? Point three. You go from 0 to 43. Okay.
จำใช้เป็นแบบคือ
43. Maybe he's not here. Anyway. All right. Let's move on. This is your exactly the same thing, but instead of 0 to 59, I have given you a number. Okay. You do it, and you have to actually in your report, right? Show me the schematic, okay? Show me the schematic, and then take a video. You increase the frequency and upload the video with your report. Okay, I will put the instructions because I want to see if you're doing this or not. Okay? Alright, now we have, listen, we have 40 minutes and we have to do the experiment number 3. But probably we cannot finish it, but I have to tell you how it works. Okay? So when you come here again by yourself, you actually can do it. Pay attention carefully. So, experiment number 3 is, for example, for these guys. Yes.
We need to run very long, right?
Very light. Experiment number 3 is very light. Like these guys, they say, hey, you know, for our project, we don't want to use TTL, we want to go for CPLE. Yes, you can, but now you have to transfer that IC to very light code. That real IC to very light code, and that's how we do it. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so let's run. Turn on your pieces. You can follow me or just watch or whatever. Okay. So what's the experiment number 3? Read it.
ไม่ทำไม่ทำแล้วก็วิดีโอเลย
First, write a Verilog module for this IC 7493, right? We're gonna write the exact same code that performs the exact same task. Okay? And in order to do that, we have to read the IC datasheet, and that's why I have given you that PDF file, the datasheet, okay? Then, instantiate your 7492 module twice, and connect them to 7-segment driver modules that you already have developed, right? The 7-segment driver 2 weeks ago. And then, define a wrapper module that contains the 7-segment and has them running from 00 to 29. Finally, connect the design to 7-segment multiplexer. You design it lastly. You see, if you don't follow the experiments in the class, now you cannot do this one. So basically, this is what we are going to do for this one. Okay, let me show you what we are going to do quickly. So first, we define here, page, start line. First, we define our 7493 module right now. I'm going to show you, okay? After that, how many inputs? Don't make me actually clock here. So we apply the clock. We have 4-bit counter. So this 4-bit counter, right, will be connected to 7-segment driver. Okay? Then this one will be connected to multiplexer. Oh, I can actually do like this. If you remember, right, the multiplexer that we designed is like this. So this is, let's do like this. So I can receive from my multiplexer, right, 4 BCD value. You remember we designed this last week, right? 4, okay? So 2 of this will be unused. This, I will have 274.93 like this. Okay? Detection circuit, everything. You put the detection here, detection. Okay, detection. Then the output of the first one will be connected to here. The output of the second one will be connected to here. Okay, this is 4 bit. 4 bit. Now you have to write code to, so this thing, right, this 4 bits, right, connected to, you remember you show 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You remember? Okay, this is that multiplexer. So now you just have to set up a 1 Hertz clock, 1 Hertz clock, and instead of 1, 2, 3, you don't show this 3 and 4 because it's not connected, right? Not connected. So here it will be off, but here you will actually show the numbers 00 all the way to 59 for these 2 digits. Okay? This is actually, if you do it, then you can have a digital clock on the CPLD. Alright? But look, in order for us to be able to do this, I need to code this, right? And then instantiate this 2 times. Alright? Because we are going to show 00 to 59. So let's code. What? Oh my god, I have to restart. Wait. Online students, wait, I have to restart. Okay. So in order for me to code, I have to know the behavior of my IC because I'm going to code in behavioral. Right? I'm going to code in behavioral, so I have to know the behavior of my IC. How do I know the behavior of my IC? How do I know? I read the datasheet, right? Okay.
Teach 1 TTL for one number, right?
What's that?
1 TTL for one number, right? Using for already 0 to 9.
0 to 9 is just 1 digit.
1 digit for 1 TTL, right? Or it could be.
For 1 7 segment. So I wanted to use 2 7 segment. 2 digit, 2 number. 00 to 59 on the CPLD, okay?
Okay.
Where I restart this? The reason is that my laptop, right? I don't have the volume setting on, so I have to go and turn it on. I
ถ้า
have
ตัว
to
จะ
do
รัน
it.
6
Otherwise, I
ต้องใช้
can't
ตัว
run that
93
software.
ตัวมันขโมยเอาไว้ห้องแลบแม่งไม่ทำจริงเราซื้อตัวตามห้องแลบไม่ทำอะไรเลย
Okay. Can you see my setup now?
น่าจะมีอยู่มานานแล้วต้องมาเลยทำ
Virtualization enable. Exit. Save.
ก็อยากเอากลับบ้านไปทำงานเอาบอกว่ากระจาดมากเดี๋ยวทิ้งเถอะเอาไม่เอาแบบเจ็บ
ใช้แบบนี้นะครับลองทำต่อเป็น2
So now you should know why I show you this. The reason is that if you want to go for your final project by coding, then you can code.
สำหรับแบบนี้คือว่ามันต้องใส่เชือกที่อาจารย์เขาได้ดู
คงต้องบอกอาจารย์แหละเพราะว่าถ้าตัวนี้แม่งมันจะลกมากเลยอาจารย์ไม่อยากให้มันลกนะ
ใช่เพราะมันจะลดจังว่าถ้ามันทำเป็นเท่าไหร่เอามาเอาเลย
ยังไงวะขมวด
ที่อาจารย์โชว์ให้ดูไม่กี่คนแรกแล้วก็ทุกอย่างที่เราเชื่อมกันก็ให้รู้ว่า
เป็นสายใช้ได้ด้วยเพราะมันทะลุไงอันนี้มันไม่ทะลุมันเป็นสาย
แต่ถ้าอันนั้นทะลุหมายความว่ามันจะต้องเชื่อมด้านล่างก่อนนะเอาเหล็กเนี่ยไปคุณไม่รู้ว่ามันเรียกว่าอะไรแต่ว่า
So now, listen. Now you see how easy it is to design digital clock. Now that you know, right? So easy. And look, they produced this. You remember the digital clocks 20 years ago? It was so expensive. They make a lot of money. The Casio, you remember? Even right now we have it, right? That had a timer, and many, but people really like it. G-Shock. You remember the G-Shock? Anyone here remember the G-Shock? It was so expensive. And you know, people are like, wow, I have G-Shock. And now you see how easy it is. And the difference between consumer is that you lose a lot of money for G-Shock, 10,000 baht, 20,000 baht, 50,000 baht. But if you produce it, that money goes to you.
ไอ้
You
33
see? Anyway, let's go here.
สอง
John.
สอนยังไม่ทำเลยเหรอจะอยู่ตรงนั้นเลยตอนแรกคุณสอนว่าคุณจะทำทีนี้คุณจะรอจนเสร็จทำว่า
Okay, all our students on back.
ครูทำถึงเที่ยงแล้ว
So we are going to do the experiment number 3, which is coding. Okay.
ทำได้แค่ไหนก็เสร็จแค่นั้นอาจารย์ก็จะสอนไม่เสร็จหรอกว่าครึ่งชั่วโมง
And we are going to code the 4-bit counter, IC 7493. We have only 30 minutes, so I have to go very fast. But because this is being recorded, so if I go fast, you can just watch the recorded version, okay? So the first thing we do, we go to LMS and we download AU LMS. We download that data sheet. We need that. The data sheet of our IC.
รูปอันไหน
Let's go there.
โอ้ก็น่าสนใจเมื่อบอก
Bit number 7.
เพื่อเป็นรูปเดียวกันด้วย
Here it is. Okay. Open it. Alright, so we start from the pinouts. Which one is it? Here it is. This is the pinout of my IC. Okay. Then we go here.
เผื่อในห้องมันไม่มีไง
Loading.
เผื่อไปเลย
Okay. DLD 1, 2, 3. Sign in. The student over there. I will give you this one. So you have to install via torrent, right? I will give you this one. So you install the torrent, you download it, and then you have to install VirtualBox. This is the VirtualBox image, and then you just run it. Okay. And did you see the password is 123? So when I give you is 123, okay? And then you right click like this, open terminal. Okay, and then you put dot a slash. Yes, like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, the software not coming.
But Achan, my
Yeah.
IRC cannot save. I cannot save the file or the picture or anything. If I
Can.
save it, it would like crash. You
Can.
as well? Yeah, no, I cannot. Every time I try to open my older project or like save a file, anything related to a new file, it would just crash.
Really?
Like completely crash. So sometimes my work would like get destroyed.
Okay,
So I have to be careful. Like once I code it, I have to copy it and paste it to somewhere else.
okay.
Yeah, because
So-
if I catch something,
Maybe your virtual hard drive is broken or something. Because this is virtual, this is not real, okay? So it has a solution. The solution is to reinstall maybe. Close the project. Let me finish this first, okay? We discuss that later. New project. This is bit number 9, section 641. Next. This is correct. Next, finish. New source. Verilog module. And what is this module? 7492, right? But in Verilog, we cannot spell the module names with letters, with digits. So I cannot put here 7. You see, even if I press 7, I cannot. So I put the X7493. X is a letter, right? So after that, I can use the numbers. X7493 is the name of the module. Finish. And now I have to define the input and output. How do I do that? Look, I look at the IC pin out. What inputs we have? Do this exactly like the pin names. So here I have CKA, right? So I say CKA, CKB, you see CKB. Then I have QA. No, let's talk about inputs first. So NCM is not connected, R01,
เท่าไหร่เออ
R01, R0, R0 what? R02, R02. So we can say R01, R02, but how about R1, R2? I think it's okay, but you understand, right? Let's just put R01, R02 so it will be exactly like that, okay? R01, R02. Ground VCC no need, and then we have 4 output QA to QD. So QA, QB, QC, and QB. Okay? Now I copy all of them. I have to now set the direction of this. This is my IC, okay? And these are the pins of my IC. For real. But I code to define the behavior of it, okay? You don't need to, you can record, but you don't need to because I'm recording this session. You can actually go to Microsoft and watch it, okay? So,
เอาจำพฤติกรรมตัวก็ได้
input, CKA, CKB, R0, R2, these are all input. Output is those signals, Q, A, B, C, D, and D, okay? Then let us code in behavioral, which means I have to use always keyword, okay? So, always be sensitive to input, okay? What are the input? CKA, all right? Input clock A, okay? And begin and end. Now what happens? Let me go to this, okay? Now because I really want to implement exactly the IC that we have, okay, so I go and I look at this. So QA is isolated and it's related to CKA. Every time that CKA comes, but this is negative H, right? QA flips, right? So I just say CKA,
เช่นได้มัน
QA
รู้ว่าเป็นสีอะไร
equals to not QA, okay? And here is a positive H. Actually, it's negative H, but don't worry, you just put positive, it's okay. So every time that CKA signal comes, QA flips. Now, how about the others? The others, you see the others related to CKB. So here, positive H CKB, okay? Every time that positive edge of CKB comes, look how I do, because it's behavioral, we know it's counter, right? So QD, QC, and QB signals, I put the signals together and I say, hey, these signals should be incremented by 1 bit, 1 by 1. 1, this is 1, okay? Is it correct like this? Where is 1? Oh, okay. 1 bit, okay. I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but I can check the syntax. Plus 1. So basically plus 1. What this one is, I think it's like this. 1 bit. Okay? And how about the reset? I forgot the reset. So here, or R01 or R02. Okay? So now, let's implement the behavior of reset. Let's go and look at this. Reset. You see, reset, can you see this? Reset, R01, R02, and 2 and NAND together. So actually I'm going to do that. So, I said let's have a wire. This wire is called reset. Okay? And here I use data flow. This one is okay. data flow and we say assign wire or assign reset is
เขียนรอ
R01
ไปไหนไปไหน
R02. What's the symbol for AND gate? What's the symbol for AND gate in Verilog?
เดี๋ยวเขาได้ก่อนนั่งกลับ
Google, Verilog, operators. Okay, let's find out the AND gate reduction AND here, ampersand. Okay, so I AND them together and then I knot them. Wait, knot. Like this, okay? So then I say this is reset. Okay. So if reset, then QA is 0. Else, delete the QA. Okay? And I do the same thing here. Or reset. If reset, okay, if reset, then these 3 signals will be 0. Will be 3 bits. 0, 0, 0. Okay? Else we will have this plus 1. Okay? And look, you know, this is actually how you do Verilog. You just build and run and see if your code is correct or not. So we have to not check it. Okay? Go here. Select this. Oh, here, implement design. Synthesis. Check syntax. Save. Now we have some problems. Let me see. Failed. Okay, oh, here. QB has not been declared. QB. Oh, yeah, here. QA. QB. Typo. Save again. Check again. Failed. What's wrong? Ah, okay. So here, the B goes after. The B goes after. Check. Again. Failed again. Oh, you see? Now, because I assign a value inside the oldest block, so I have to actually define them as register. I will do it now. Check again. Here, successful. Successful. Okay. Now my IC implementation in Verilog is done. What's next? I have to simulate it. Okay. Test 7493. Okay. I'm gonna test it. How to test it? Okay, I want to know if it's, you see, this is the unit under test. Initially, everything is 0, and I need to apply the clock, right? For this, I have to apply a clock, right? It's a counter and it's a clock. I have to apply the clock to which pin? C, K, A, clock A, right? Okay, how to generate clock? In my lecture note, I actually have showed this. Let's go. How can I get rid of that? Here. My lecture note. So here, generating clock in Verilog, you just type this. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. So here on, what happened? Here, always, oh, this is always wait 10 unit time. Clock is not clock. Okay. But here, do we have clock? We don't. We have CKA. So replace the clock with CKA and CKB. Okay. Now, what else do I have to do? I have now. You see, CKA. I'm generating a clock. This is clock. Okay. What else do I have to do? I have to connect the QA to CKB, right? So look, this is how you connect QA, right? Must be connected to CKB. That's it. That's it. Okay, right? So QA now is connected to pin CKD. Finished. So initially, 0, 0 means counting, right? 0, 0 means counting, right? So if I put 0, 0, now come here. 0, 0, this AND gate will be 0, 0 will be 0, and then here 1, reset will be 1. So if reset, no. So here we say if not reset. If not reset. Okay? Or we can say if reset is if we put 0, 0, it must count. So we get the 1 is 0. Okay? Here it is. If reset equals to 0, then we reset. Alright? Now go to simulation, select the simulation, check the hardware rerun O. Let's see if it's working or not. So if it's working, I should see a counter, right? Let's see. Alright, so let's run. Okay. Now as you see, stop it. I'm on the stop. We don't have the stop parameter, so it keep counting. Let's go here. We have problem here, okay? Now, how to stop it? It's just keep going, you see? Just keep going. My laptop is so slow, I cannot select it. Come on. Hang. System hang. Okay. Stop. Okay. Keep going forever. How can I stop this? You see, it keeps simulating. I don't know how to stop it. Nothing works. Hello. Control C. Okay, so keyboard insert Control Alt delete. No, cancel. No. Yes. Yes. Enter. Exit. Okay. Now you see, as you see, if you don't set a simulation time, it goes forever. And now we will face problem. Oh. Come on, stop, how to stop. Insert, keyboard insert Control Alt delete. Cancel. Now the system hangs, so sad. Insert, Control Alt delete. What's going on? Okay, my virtual box hanged, so I'm gonna close it and run it again. I think better. Otherwise, we're gonna waste a lot of time. So here, hover on again. Now, in order to prevent this, I'm going to set up a stop time so the simulation will be limited. Okay? Because otherwise, it just keep counting. Now, if you have a class, you can actually go, but I'm recording this session, okay? So if you don't have class, you can stay until I finish this and I show you the simulation result. But if you have class, you can go and come and rewatch it again, and if you have question, you can ask me in Microsoft. Let's do it. Remove this. So we have to set up a stop time for our simulation and set up the finish command. So because now I'm simulating, right? And it's just a counter and it keeps counting forever. So if something goes wrong, it just keep counting. And as you see, my system freeze, okay? So we have to stop it. Okay. Takes forever to restart. Oh my god. Password 1, 2, 3, sign in.
ไม่ต้องดูในทีมต่อแล้วไม่ตัดต่อเลย this is it was recorded on Teams, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna record. So here